Ever talk to someone only to realize they've been dead for 3 years? In 2021, I was broke and took a job as a temporary night shift guard in Wangcha Village, Yuen Long. It's not some remote mountain. It's right next to the town center near the light rail, but I was guarding a cluster of abandoned houses waiting for demolition. The contract was for exactly 47 nights. I finished them all, but I wish I'd walked away on the first one. The supervisor handed me a logbook that first night and told me to record my patrols every hour. When I flipped through to find a blank page, I saw the previous guard's notes. They started normal but grew frantic, until the last few pages were just one sentence repeated over and over. Someone is following me. The final entry stopped mid-sentence at 3:15 a.m. 3 months ago with a long ink trail dragging off the page. When I asked where he went, the boss just said he quit and walked away. By the third night, I noticed the ink from the previous pages was bleeding through the paper, whispering that same sentence from the other side. My patrol covered houses 001 to 023, all supposed to be vacant and sealed. But on night 5, I saw a warm yellow light in house 007. I knocked, and an old man in a traditional navy jacket opened the door holding a bowl of rice. He told me he'd lived there for decades and had unfinished business. Back at the office, I checked the records. Every tenant had moved out except for the owner of house 007, who died in 2018 before he could sign the papers. I looked back at the house, and the light was still burning. On the 19th night, I took a photo of the alley. When I zoomed in, I saw that same old man standing in the pitch black holding his bowl of rice and staring directly into my lens. I looked up and the alley was empty. But when I walked over, there was a fresh bowl of steaming rice on the ground, with 3 sticks of lit incense stuck in the center. Things only got worse. On the 33rd night, a man in a plaid shirt asked me for a light at the guardhouse. He told me a guard disappeared from this exact spot in 1997, and the case was never solved. When I asked how he knew, he smiled and said, "Because I'm that guard." I dropped my lighter, and when I looked up a second later, he was gone, leaving only a single wet footprint on the floor. On the 46th night, I saw a face in the window of house 014 writing in the condensation. The fingers traced the words, "Don't come back." Then the face appeared. It was my face, but with tiny pupils and a grin that stretched too wide, beckoning me to come inside. I hid in the office until dawn, but when I checked the window again, new writing had appeared underneath in a different hand. "You already came back yesterday. I only went back for the final night because I needed the money." At 3:07 a.m., something slid under the locked door. It was a page from a logbook, but not mine. It said, "You won't finish the log." On the back was a list of names and dates written in a dark crimson. I saw the previous guard's name with the date he vanished. Below him was a blank space with today's date already filled in. I bolted for the village exit and never looked back. 2 months later, I received a registered letter from Wangcha. Inside was a complete log of my 47 nights in my own handwriting, including an entry for 3:07 a.m. today that simply said, "He's back." I can't throw it away. Every morning I wake up and my locked desk drawer is open. The date on that paper updates itself every single day to the current morning. I wake up at 3:07 a.m. with cold hands and mud on my shoes, wondering if I ever truly left that village, or if I'm going back every night without knowing it. Have you ever woken up to find the soles of your shoes are dirty even though you stayed in all night? Or felt a crushing sense of déjà vu in a place you've supposedly never been? Tell me, is there a gap in your memory where you can't account for your time? If there is, are you sure nothing happened? Or is something else remembering it for you? Are you even sure it's you reading this right now?
If this story kept you awake tonight, thank you for staying with me. If you felt the chill, tap the like button and let me know it got to you. If you want more stories like this, subscribe to Midnight Hollows. Every every night I'll bring you another story that follows you after the screen goes dark. Stay close to the light.